Yo, it's your boy Kenji, man, and I'm back with another video discussion topic. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Futei. Futei is I think he's a 5,000 man commander still, if I'm not mistaken. He's sure not a general, but the last time I think I seen him, he was charging in on Ozen during Shukai Plains, right? He was charging, he was about to go after Ozen, and guess who showed up? Ohan and Molten to stop him from doing that. Now, this video is about the underutilization of Futei and why he's not used. And this is like one of the main keys of why Zhao is losing in the Kingdom manga. I ain't talking about in real life, because in real life, Futei is only mentioned one time in the Shiji. If you don't know what the Shiji is, that is Sima Kwan's versions of what happened during the Warring States period that actually he wrote 100 years after. So it's muddied in the mud, all right? History is muddy. But it's the closest thing we have to what really happened. Otherwise, you can't find it. And like I said, Futei was only mentioned one time. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do jack nothing. He was just like a Zhao general who guarded this city. I think it was Pyongyang, if I'm correct on that. I might be super wrong about that. But he was in the city and he didn't do nothing. As Zhao was crumbling down, nothing was mentioned about him. He probably had something to do with formations and trying to get resources. But other than that, that's all that's mentioned on him. But that doesn't excuse the whole thing of why isn't Futei being utilized like other characters? Because there's other characters who are just completely made up, and they have done more than Futei has done. And I'm not even going to blame Hara. I'm blaming Roboku, because Roboku is his master. He is the great general that he follows. You know, you have Bananji, you have Shunshuju, you got Futei, and you got Kaini, whatever you want to, however you want to pronounce her name. Now, look at the youngsters in other countries that are around the same age as Futei and Kane. They are commanders. They're not generals. They're not moving up. You ain't seen them drop a body. You seen them multiple times in multiple battles, not dropping a damn thing. You might see them go kill a couple of regular soldiers that you've never seen before. But other than that, nothing. You can even go to Shu, where old boy forgot their name. You know those two guys, the younger guys that are around the same age as Shin. They be doing stuff way more, leading armies, getting put in a position where they can actually gain some experience in warfare. Now, some people would say, what about Kesha? Kesha, I did a video on him. I did a video on his character. And I'm going to tell you like this, what I think about Kesha. Overrated. Overrated. And I think they were trying to hype him up for Shin in some type of way. But I'm thinking like, nah, man, Hoken. I want to see Hoken, bro. Hoken, and he finally got his, and that wasn't even that impressive. Now, Kesha, this is why I think he's overrated, and I think Futei would have been a better general. They be waiting. Kesha and his men be waiting, like they say he's a spider. He waits for a trap, and I'm thinking like, bro, that waiting shit. Every person that waits who comes against Quinn ends up getting annihilated. All those people that be waiting, look at my boy, he ain't my boy, but the dude that Mobu blew his head open, right? Kanmei was waiting. I'm thinking, what the fuck he waiting for? Ain't y'all the invaders? How are y'all gonna wait for us to attack you? And you were standing behind all your men. And I forgot to do that video. That's why I know I'll be trying to do so many videos. My video on explaining why Kame really lost that battle. Waiting. That's one of the reasons he was waiting. A lot of these Zao soldiers be waiting. One thing I could say about Man Goku don't be waiting. He come after people. Futai don't like waiting. You can tell he don't like waiting. And every time he tries to make he says something about him trying to go out there and do his own thing. You see Kane try to tell him that he's not experienced enough to be running those men. They did the same thing to old boy from Chu, and he led. And Karen, remember Karen, gave him some men, and he did a hell of a good job fighting against Toe. You remember that? The dude with the sword, the magical fucking sword. I can't believe Koyoko, something like that, right? Just can't remember his name. But you seen what he was able to do when he was given some men. Think about Shin's entire history. Dude, he was inexperienced as hell. But that people kept giving him men. They like, yeah, 100 men. Here's 1,000 men. We know you're inexperienced, but here's your moment. We're gonna give you your moment. Remember, Duke Hoy gave him his moment. Who else? Mogo gave him his opportunity to move up. Oki gave him an opportunity. And look at Futai under that boy Riboku, the dude that's, I don't like warfare, I hate warfare. And he always has his dudes, all his dudes, except Banaji. Banaji and Shunshuju, they kind of in the same thing where they really be waiting for Riboku to tell them something. And you could tell Shunshuju want to do some shit. You could tell. He like, man, Riboku, you the king, man. Just tell me what to do. I'll go with my own army and kill the king. I'll go to the capital and kill everybody. Just tell me, Riboku. But no, Riboku don't like utilizing his own soldiers. What he go do is he go get other people to fight, right? His battles and keep all his closest people with him. Like, stay right here, you know what I'm saying? You go over there. I noticed it. You know what I'm saying? And what I see is this. Riboku has favoritism in his ranks, but it's not called out. It's not called out. And Futai, it seems as if he only uses Futai like an arrow. He uses Futai like an arrow. He waits until the right moment and says, all right, now, Futai, go. And that was only ever one time. And that was the one time I mentioned when he went after Oz, after all the battles that they had seen and been in, right? The one-on-one battle versus Shin. He wasn't even supposed to be on those walls. He went up there because he was fucking bored. And he was supposed to be saved for the last battle. But he got injured and hurt. And so he couldn't fight. You couldn't see him fight anymore. But this is what I noticed about Futai. When I seen him go head up against the mountain people, like he was like the first one to do it. And I said, Futai got it in him. He got that tiger in him. He's fast. And he's a little bit strong. Even though I say he's not that strong, dude has to be strong. The way he's leading those charges, right? Ain't no weak motherfucker. Alright? It's the same thing with Moten. I don't think Moten's weak. I think he just he don't have the heart. Moten don't have the heart to do it. Kill. I don't know what's wrong with it. He killed, like I said, he killed regular soldiers, but he don't have that heart to get in with somebody who actually has skill. Because every time he does, he gets knocked off his horse. Say I'm lying. How many times you just seen this boy get knocked off his horse? Almost every one-on-one battle he has. So, look at Futai. This is why I said Moten wasn't in my top 7 swordsman. And Futai is. Because he has heart. He just not given the opportunities to build up experience. You know what I'm saying? And he had many times. He had many times to build up experience. And you could probably say, well, he was up in the north fighting the mountain people. That's where he got his experience from. Okay, man, you fight mountain people. Hooray. But over here in the plains, we got some strategies for your ass. Alright? The queen got something for your ass. And we bringing mountain people. I hope you ready for those. And they ain't no regular mountain people. They on some same shit as us. Utilizing every person in the army. Building up experience. This is what Old Harm did when he went against Go Home, who was around the same fucking age as them. Go Home is around the same age. If I'm correct on this, because he's around the same age as Shin, Ohan, Moten, Futei, and this nigga is the number one general in his country. Albeit it is way and it's smaller, but come on, you could give Futei a reason, bro. And this is why in that last battle that we seen, when they were all surrounded, Queen was surrounded, y'all. Futei didn't do nothing. He waited. You know why? Because Roboku sent off those other soldiers. He wanted those soldiers to beat him down. Instead of sending some of his strong hitters like Futei, Benanji, who were on the left side, right? Who could have went over there and ended the shit. But no. Roboku was hesitating. And because he hesitated, everybody that was surrounded got out. The Kenji army got out. Heki army got out. Moten's army got out. Goddamn it, Shin army got out. All of them got out. Escaped. Even if you say, oh, but they didn't have, well, a lot of people got killed on their side. Motherfucker, they still escaped, and they escaped with each leader still alive. And some people, let me just tell you this. I do know this, and I haven't forgotten. Where's Heki? Where's Heki, bro? Where's Heki, bro? Where's Heki? Have you seen Heki? Where has he gone? How is Roboku going? And think about this. Because you underutilized your soldiers, Roboku, and you didn't leave somebody worthwhile. I don't even know why you brought all those generals. You didn't decide to leave a general of name, worth name, to guard Gyeon. Just left some regular soldiers there, about 5,000. Said we need all our generals, all 12, 14 of them. We don't, even though I'm not going to use all of them. You could have left like 5 generals back to whole Gyeon, where your resources are probably at. I know you probably got more camps around there, but I'm sure that's where a bulk of your resources are at in Gyeon. And now it's taken. And now Shin, Kenji, and his old, and the Saki clan are up. They're going to be in there using all your resources. And they can burn it and get the fuck out of there. They can. There's so much things Kenji can do right now. I know people like, well, he's surrounded. Surrounded by who? If motherfucker can sneak into Gyeon before the reports reach Roboku, how slow? Come on, bro. How slow is your information? You know what I'm saying? Coming to you. Like if Gyeon fell, I would have messages come so fast. It would be so fast, horses so fast that I would have reached there before Kenji got there. But the fact that Kenji got there before you means you and your men are out there lost looking for all these people, and they met at Gyeon. The only person that didn't show up was Heki, bro, and we know why. Heki isn't the smartest person in the world, but he probably got caught up. All right, no telling. He was the last person to leave. Yo, this is for you Boku, Boku dick riders or whatever y'all call yourself. Boku stands. Yo, do you not see how your boy don't utilize his own people? I don't even know what Kane's purpose is. Is she just there to bodyguard Roboku? Roboku needs a bodyguard? Bro, you don't need no bodyguard. We know you're a killer, Roboku. And I'm thinking like, Roboku is such a killer. I remember when he killed, was it Makon? Ozen's general, like nothing, just ran up on him and killed him. I said, Goku, why you don't do that more often? Why you don't come and kill and do? You seem like a general that could be a strategist and do some damage, like Shohike. You know what I'm saying? But he decides to stand behind his men and wait, giving off. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand generals like that. I know some people gonna be like, "What about Ozen?" Man, I couldn't stand Ozen for a long time because he did that. But I know why he does that now. It's just the way he fights. And people gonna be like, "But Raboku does the same." Nah, man, Raboku didn't hit the field. He didn't hit the field. I'm thinking, and we seen how he used to fight back in the day. He would just go. That was the way he fought. What made him decide to start hiding behind people? And like I'm gonna say again, Ozen does it all the time. Ozen is different. He's a different type of strategist. Iraboku is faking trying to be this. I could tell he's faking trying to be this type of strategist. It's not for him. It's not for him. He needs to start leading from the front because that's his men. Let me tell you, I'm gonna say this, and it's really gonna lay the nail in the coffin between the differences between Boku and Ozen. You see how Boku's men act towards him. They're very emotional towards him. They have this sincerity for him, this love. It's the same thing you see with Shen and his men. Now imagine, and Boku knows his men love him like that. They want him to be king. That's how much they love him. Now imagine if Boku leads these men from the front. Think how strong they would turn into monsters. They would annihilate stuff. That's the type. Ozen doesn't have that from his men. He has this type of stability where he commands order. These men are not emotional about him. They have like an honor, integrity thing going on, and it wouldn't be. He doesn't have to lead from the front to get the fullness from his men because they are so well trained. Not the same with Boku. You can tell his men ain't that trained. Look at Kane. He got bitches on the field falling in love with him. You think Ozen would have some girl as his bodyguard who's like half the size of every other man on the battlefield, and you think he would have a little girl in his circle like that, a young girl like that? Well, she grown, but as his bodyguard, really? Like his men wouldn't even have no respect for him. They'd be like, "Bro, who's this girl and why you got her? I bet she could beat all you." Who has Kane beat? The only reason they let her win anything is because I don't know why, but she ain't never dropped nobody. She blocked that girl, that big girl, Shiryu, that was with Ozen. But nah, that ain't my bodyguard. She better get on the field and learn how to do things like Kyokai and Carry 10 and shit. Bodyguard. Man, you fucking that bitch, Raboku. Come on, bro. I don't even know how his men can respect that shit. They just like, well, but that's the difference. They have an emotional tie with him. They want Boku to have a good life and to have his kids. Man, I wish one of Ozen's men tell him about his family or his having a good life. Like coming to him talking about, "Hey man, we think you should really try to build a relationship with Ohan." And he gonna be like, "If you don't get the fuck out of my tent, you're gonna get executed." Straight up and down. He commands order. Boba doesn't do that shit, man. He be talking friendly with people and shit. He only gets serious when shit gets serious. Ozen's always serious. So, yeah, man. Futei. What you gonna do, Futei? You're probably gonna survive. He's probably gonna survive all the way to the kingdom of Dai. And then eventually, he gonna get his. Right? I don't even think Shen gonna be able to be the one to kill him. by then. They don't really show you where he goes. He's only mentioned one time in the Shiji. But that's all I really wanted to say, man. This is just a video about Futei. I really like his character. I wish he did more. I think he's one of the most interesting characters of the Zao. And I think he should have been fighting Shin multiple times. They should have been had multiple fights already. He has that same attitude, and I wish they would bring the younger guys to fight the other younger guys. But like I said, man, Roboku holds people back. Where's Shun Shuju? Why Shun Shuju wasn't in that war? Where is he when all those people were leaving? You would have thought like, okay, Shin and just my last point, Shin, Molten, Kanki, all leaving. Where was the other generals where they can flank them as soon as they did that? Nobody flanked them, so y'all just let them go. I want to know who didn't chase after them and how the fuck you lost them. Because if you lost them, you got to die now. Somebody got to get their head smacked in. Boku, like, all his soldiers don't respect him like that. They admire him. They don't respect him. Ain't no way you about to run off. These people that we had surrounded, you lost them. It's your boy Kenji. Subscribe, comment, like, share. Do all, thug. I'm out.